of the Underground Railroad, because we couldn't just come north. We had to go to Canada because in 1850, Henry Clay passed the Fugitive Slave Law,
Right.
which stated that if you was a slave in the South and you went to the North to escape slavery, they could come to the North and get you. So what Judith did was they went to Canada, and it was a lot harder for them to get into Canada than crossing a bridge. And what this is right here is, they say these were the first people to see Niagara Falls. They say they were nomadic hunters and gatherers who left behind Gadites, who left behind evidence of their short-term camps and work areas. The tribe known as the Neutrals. And these are the different Gadite tribes that were murdered so they could inherit this land. The Mohawks, the Mohicans, the Delawares, the Cayugas, the Senecas, the Onondagas, and the Oneidas, and the Adirondacks and the Algonquins. These were the different Gadite tribes that were murdered to acquire all of this land.
Okay.
And right now, we're coming from Buffalo. So basically what Esau did was, they came to this land, they killed off the buffalo to get Gad dependent on them rather than the buffalo, and then they named the city after the animal that they killed.
Okay.
They're showing you right here what they did on this picture right here. All right, you see them with the cross. All right, you see them after Niagara. You see the Gadites right there. Esau is bold, man. Right, you see them right there. You see the so-called wannabe pilgrims, and they're showing you what they did to God.
The Edomite's name was Father Hennepin.
Yeah,
I actually see our Gadite brothers with the border of Putin.
Yeah.
Two, with posts.
You see the fringes hanging. Yeah.
You gotta look real
You
close.
see the fringes hanging and the borders of the road. You see it.
And that's why the book of Revelation say he come with his missionaries first. Because before he conquers you, he's gonna say, what's his name? Father what?
Father Hennepin.
Father Hennepin.
Yeah, Father Devil. He's gonna say, you know what I mean? To soften you up. Then he gonna attack.
That's Job 24:14.
Right.
The murderer rising
Right,
with the light,
absolutely.
killeth the poor and the needy, and in the night he's as a thief.
That's right.
Esau represents the murderer rising with the light. He's coming with the Christianity. All right, see the cross in his hand? He's so-called rising with the light.
Right.
And in the night, in the downfall and darkness of God, he killed the poor and the needy.
Right.
Because like Sabal said, he made them dependent on him by taking a buffalo out of this town.
Right.
And he's a bold devil to name the town after what he did.
Right.
Slaughtered off the buffalo and then made God dependent on him. So the murderer rose with the light, killeth the poor and the needy, and in the night he's as a thief. Once he killed them off and put them in a state of darkness, he stole their land and named it after the buffalo that he slayed off.
Okay.
And also, to see the real history, Esau's not lying to you. Check out this last paragraph. The first Europeans to visit the area were French traders and missionaries in the 16th and 17th centuries. In 1678, Father Louis Hennepin, a Recollet monk of the Franciscan order, visited the falls. When Hennepin returned to France, he described his experience and commissioned a painting of the falls and their surroundings, which is this painting here. So yeah, Father Louis Hennepin, some French Edomite monk, was one of the first people to set it up for Gad to be murdered so they could acquire this land.
And also not just monks, but Jesuits. Jesuit priests, that's what a lot of them were, Jesuit priests. And now you look at some of these guys, I think I gotta go more into it, but they say something about Biden being studied under the Jesuits.
Yeah,
So that Jesuits, they always had this plan. They knew who they was going to murder. Christopher Columbus was a Jesuit. They knew the plan, and that's what they was running. That's why he came to the Ohio.
Now they show you that now in 1492.
Right.
They knew the book of Ezra, and he knew that the native mountain. And that movie it opens up with that. It said, read the book of Ezra. They knew God was here.
Right.
First and second Esdras.
Yeah.
And Torah mentions Jesuits. Now, back down in New York City, in the Bronx, and we've taught across from there twice, is Fordham University. And right on their paraphernalia is the Jesuit University of New York. So they show you right there. Now, in New York City, Fordham University is nothing to sneeze at. It's not exactly NYU or Columbia. Columbia is an Ivy League school. Now, Fordham isn't part of the Ivy League, but Fordham is one of the premier schools in New York City. And I think this was done just to make mockery of our people. Fordham University is right in the middle of the hood. Fordham, you get off the train and you go to Fordham Road, Fordham University is right there. And you see Fordham students, there's the Metro North, and there's Fordham University. And you might see Ephraimites that live in that hood and Fordham students. But they tell you that Fordham is the Jesuit University of New York. So that goes to show you right there that the Jesuit priests have set up shop right up in the Bronx. And as Tara was saying, this man here, Father Louis Hennepin, may have also been a Jesuit priest. So yeah, the Jesuits got a lot to answer for.
Look at it, he's dressed up just like them. If you ever see the Jesuits walking around New York City, they got the similar kind of garb. And he got the cross in his hand. A lot of times they wear the rosary with the cross around it. You might confuse them for being Catholic, but they're actually Jesuits. They're actually part of the Jesuit order. Yeah, so you want to go into the pictures, the Iroquois pictographs? These are the Iroquois pictographs that we're showing you now.
And it's pretty self-explanatory. Corn, which was one of Gad's main crops. Deer, which was one of the main animals that they hunted and that they used. And venison is real good, by the way, if the person knows what they're doing. Singing, and they sung praise to the Most High. Right. Hiya Nawa, hey. And it sounds like, if you notice, a lot of these Gadite languages sound a lot like Paleo-Hebrew. And the heron, which is a bird, which was a bird that's indigenous to this area, they had a whole lot of this sadness. And then there were their elders, or
Salakia, remember the Trail of Tears. You speak about sadness, yeah, the Trail of Tears.
And then there's the wise man, which was the Gadite elders, the tribal elders. And the brother Macabre says that on his mother's side of the family, he says that he goes back and forth and he speaks to a lot of the elders of his tribe on his mother's side of the family. And those are the wise men. And then another animal indigenous to the area, the bear. And last but not least, the bark sled. And Gad was the ones that invented sledding, because I mean, I imagine the winters around here are crazy. You might walk out, you might wake up to 4 or 5 feet of snow. So a bark sled was probably their main mode of transportation.
And going back to which one? Sing, when you go higher now, that's really saying our power. All right, higher now. Right, so that's what they were saying in the Gadite language. All right, and which is a form of broken Hebrew. All right, because Yah is short for the Most High name. Ha is the. So it's like saying the Most High, our power. It's actually like saying Ha, the, Yah, short for the Most High, power. All right, or our. All right, like our power. Or the Most High, our power. Right.
Ha Ya Nawa.
Ha Ya Nawa. You know what I'm saying? Remember in the book of Psalms it says Jah, but it's really Yah. And that's short for the Most High name. So they were saying Ha Ya Nawa. Our power is the Most High. The Most High, our power. Alright? Alright. And up here they got happiness. Rejoicing. That's another pictograph that they displayed. And notice it's the man and the woman together. All right, and the man is here and the woman is there showing what? Because she wears a damn dress. All right? Not no goddamn pants. All right? And the pictograph is, that's Deuteronomy 22:5. The woman shall not wear which pertains to a man. So they're showing you the difference. He would represent the man and that would represent the woman. And it's showing you happiness together when they're together in unity. All right, and right, and here at the bottom, and then the sun shining, and then right here like a border or fringes,
Yeah, Yaradun pointed that out.
All praises. All right, so it's in the mid-17th century, the Senecas conquered the Neutrals. The Senecas were members of the
Haudenosaunee,
the people of the Longhouse, or Iroquois Confederation of Nations. By the beginning of the 18th century, the Iroquois were the most powerful Native Americans in the Great Lake region. Yeah, and then Esau conquered. All right, you got that one. All right, so there's a little history. There's a lot of meat on this little poster right here. They got the Iroquois tree of peace, not a goddamn Christmas tree, but tree of peace.
The Iroquois tree of peace.
Right, the Iroquois tree of peace. There you go right there. So a lot of history on this little picture right here. And Esau's telling you what they did to our people right here. Goddamn Jesuit bastard. And look how they conquered that. All right, got with the canoe, carrying the canoe.
No, that's a sled.
No, up here, right here. He's carrying the canoe right there. And who's leading the charge? You got Esau leading the damn charge. The Pilgrims, and got Gad behind them with the shotgun. All right, going against their own people. You see that? You see the Jesuit there. You see them there slaughtering whoever, the buffalo or whatever. You see the Edomites, the Pilgrims, and you see the Gadites behind them with the shotgun and the canoe. Right, helping them out. All right. They got fringes down there on his boot. Yeah, looked like Ariel last night.
Wow. So also, you know, Esau now, the whole Trump thing, what Esau is trying to do is get his people to say, look, we did this, we conquered them. Okay, so we conquered them, so listen, this is the strong of the fittest, survival of the fittest. That's how Esau now is trying to turn it around, because he don't want to feel his guilt. This is what Trump brought in. Listen, they're coming, they turn this whole thing around and make it seem like it was justified. You know what I mean? And they did better for the land. You see what I'm saying? That's how the devil operates, man. But at the end of the day, we know that they murdered these people and killed these people. They took their wealth.
Bring it out.
Crazy.
I want to get the tree, but I want to get the text on it too. The Iroquois tree of peace. But Esau's, and you know, Gad for the most part, you know, the whole tribe said Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. And Esau, and you know, when Gad was up here, that's really how they were. You know, they lived, Gad was up here living their lives, doing them, and being peaceful. But then here comes Esau, who can't keep his foot at home.
Right.
And Esau was like that back then, and Esau's even like that now with the gentrification. What the hell is Justin Bieber doing walking down Flatbush Avenue?
None. Right. Enlarge of his desire as hell. He can't get enough, man. Gotta have everything. So any more on this, or y'all wanna move forward?
He's a block on cheap.
I would like to move forward, but
Alright, we're gonna go check out the actual falls, y'all. That's Canada on that side. Free healthcare.
on the other side of the bridge.
In America, you pay, you sick, you pay, and they kill you.
Well, I mean, well, unless you gotta pay for the well, you gotta pay for the insurance.
Shalom, Israel. Barbazar Blessed speaking. We are at HOI Philly, HOI New York, New Jersey. The elders, we are at Niagara Falls, bringing out the truth for the fall of the Native American Indians in the hands of E. So all praise and glory. We're in Buffalo right now. Hopefully you was edified with this word. Continue to support and subscribe to Barbazar Blessed. Shalom, and bring it out.